Hello and welcome to the first lesson of this course where we're going to be looking at parallel lines. Now, something that you'll see I'll do a lot in this course is go over to some graphing software to get a good sense of what's going on before starting with the algebra. So let's just read this question to see what we can understand. So the line L1 has equation y equals 2x plus 4. L2 is parallel to L1 and goes through the point 1 minus 2. Find the equation of L2. So obviously in the end we are building up to the position where we can just answer this question without having to use graphing software. But the more we can graph things and get intuitions going of what things look like, the easier that's going to be. So flipping over to our graphing software, let's start plotting some lines. So L1 is y equals 2x plus 4. So what are the distinctive features of this line? Well, the first thing is that it has a gradient of 2. What does a gradient of 2 actually mean? Well, it means if we pick any point on the line, say this one, if I go 1 unit along, I go 2 units up to get back to the line. That is what a gradient of 2 means. What other features of this line can we see? Well, there's a plus 4 here, and that corresponds to the y-intercept. The reason it's the y-intercept is it's what you get if you sub 0 into this equation, if you sub x equals 0 into the equation. Okay, now L2 had the same gradient because it was parallel, but it went through the point 1 minus 2. So let's put that point in, 1 minus 2. So that's down here. So really what we're doing is we're looking for a line which is parallel to this one and it goes through this point here. So we can already imagine what it's going to look like. The challenge now is to use algebra to figure out what that's going to be. Alright, so where can we start? Well, since L2 is parallel to L1, we know that its gradient must be 2. So we can already say that m is 2. Now what do I mean by m? Well, I'm using the letter m because typically we think of a straight line as having an equation y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. So if we know this much, we know that our equation should be y equals 2x plus something. And it's this something that we still need to work out. So how can we do that? Well, we're going to use this point here. We can use the fact that when x equals 1, y equals negative 2. So it can be helpful to write that down explicitly. When x equals 1, y equals negative 2. If I substitute these values into this equation, here's what we get. Y is negative 2. And then I have 2 times my x value, which is 1, plus c. Tidying this up, I'll get negative 2 is 2 times 1, which is 2, plus c. And finally, subtracting 2 from both sides, I'm going to get negative 4 equals c. So, overall now, I have everything I need. Y equals 2x, and now my c was negative 4. Let's go and have a look at that in the graphing software and see if we were right. So if I key in y equals 2x minus 4, yes, it does go through our point there, and you can clearly see that it's parallel. I hope you enjoyed that first lesson. I'll see you in the next one.